Eleanor Roosevelt had this great quote. She said that poor minds talk about other people, average minds talk about events, but great minds talk about ideas. Welcome to the Take on Everything podcast. All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to the show. It's the Take on Everything with James Cook and Sarahbrook, and we have a special Thanksgiving episode for you all.
Happy Thanksgiving, guys. So I thought we could just go through all the COVID restrictions and see what works, see what doesn't, and see how we can still come together as a nation and as a family while still following our trusted government guidelines. What do you think?
That's really important because you have to understand the correct rules and then make sure you abide by all the rules, but also still be creative at the same time.
You know, my saying is, if you know the rules, you can break the rules. So let's make sure we know the rules so we know which ones we can put a middle finger to, you know?
And how to best do it and how to get really creative when we also put that middle finger up to the rules.
Absolutely.
So do you want to go first with the rules you found?
So some of the one that was really funny to me was to bring your own food. Like the CD recommends that you bring your own food. And that was funny to me because my mom always said, Sarah, you can't trust everyone's cooking because you don't know how clean you are. And now the government's saying that you got dirty ass people in your family. And I thought that was hilarious. But then also, like, if you're going to fly, how do you get your mac and cheese past the TSA? Like, what are you shove?
They're straight going to steal that. So like, this is definitely contraband. I'm going to take this from you.
Just dime bags of gravy shoved up your ass so that you can make it to Thanksgiving dinner with your family in the middle of a pandemic. Thanks, Uncle Sam.
You got to do what you got to do.
To be brown.
I'm going to leave that one there.
What'd you find?
I found a couple of them. So like I'm on the East Coast. So we have a ton of fun ones. From New York is great. Northeast is great. Maryland, where I'm at, is a ton of fun. So let's see. There's the traditional ones where like no more than 10 people per gathering. Everybody knows that. You can have some people outside, but it's freaking Thanksgiving. It's going to be cold outside. The 14-day quarantine got me like, if you cross like a state line, like anywhere on the eastern part of the US, you have to quarantine yourself for 14 days, right? So, okay, here's the thing, right? You want to go visit, I don't know, your grandparents or your cousins or whatever. You go to their house. You got to take off of work for an entire goddamn month because you go up there for 14 days. You quarantine. You come out of quarantine. You have some Thanksgiving dinner. Come back home and then quarantine again. So you better have a ton of vacation time. Let me tell you that.
So what the fuck is that? Who's going to keep track if I've quarantined for 14 days, though? Like, who's...
Exactly.
Like, does your FBI agent come with you? And then do they count towards the 10-person rule? Like, does everyone bring their agent? Do they
BYOA, bring your own agent. You know what I mean?
What'd you say?
Hey, guys. I said BYOA, bring your own agent.
Bring your own agent.
You know what I mean? It's like, hey, guys, this is my FBI agent, you know. He watches me through my camera while I make memes against the state. You know what I mean? He's really excited to meet you guys because all he's seen is your files.
What if like my agent and my aunt's agent don't get along? Like, do then we gotta eat in separate rooms, or do I get like kicked out with my agent? Can my agent drink? Like, is he celebrating too? Does he get to bring his family? What about my agent?
AA though, you got to be like his like sponsor, like there. You know, no, it's okay. Let's go take a break. Take a 5. You know, she can be a real pain in the ass sometimes. Don't take it personal.
I hate her too, but like delete her social. See how that
that can get real vindictive real quick.
But I was also thinking about this 10 person rule. Like, what a perfect opportunity if you're mad at one of your cousins to invite them and then call the police when they show up as the 11th person because they're not social distancing. And then
I don't know them. It looks like 11 to me.
I don't know that they just showed up. Like, you can't be here. And then like maybe they'll get tased like that other girl because they're not wearing their fucking mask.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's real. I mean, I would just be like, "Hey guys, here's the taser. If you want to go ahead and take her, she's obviously not following the rules." You know, what cracked me up. Okay, so yesterday, my governor, Larry Hogan in Maryland, he made an announcement. He's got a mask that says "Wear the damn mask," which I get all that stuff, right? But he put out this bulletin, right, that he put on the social media and was report all nonconformists or no non-compliers, right? And it had like a hotline and it had like an email where you could send pictures of people to send the cops after people. I was like, what? Come on, man. I hope it got like so many dick pics, like honestly.
Oh my God, post the email and like encourage people to do it because that's absolutely hilarious.
I'm going to, as soon as we get off this, I'm going to. So yeah, we'll post it to the page, and so everyone can like storm them with all kinds of interesting pictures.
Oh
Feel free.
Wasn't it the mayor of New York that called the police commissioner a dictator for not enforcing the mask mandate?
Yes. Cuomo, that guy. He's a crazy person.
That fucking dick. Oh my God, a dictator. I was like, girl, what the hell is a mask mandate? Who
right?
Another speaking of masks, Colorado suggests that you wear your mask in the kitchen and anywhere food is being served, which is like totally bonkers to me because when you go to a restaurant and you're sitting at your table, all of a sudden your corona disappears. So why can't I sit with my friends and family at a table with food in my house? Like, what the fuck is the difference?
It's magic. I don't know what to tell you. It's magic.
What the like I have high
also Corona has a bedtime, apparently. It's like 10 o'clock or something like that.
Actually in Colorado,
or it only comes out at 10 or whatever.
So we did this like rule where if you're a bar, you have to close at 8, but if you're a restaurant, you can close at 10 because coronavirus
takes a little while to walk from the bar to the restaurant. Yes.
I don't get what the fuck we're doing. Like, I really just don't understand it with these fucking mask mandates. And then what this has really taught me, these regulations for not just like Thanksgiving, but for everything, is we have yet to elect a leader because everywhere you look, all the politicians who are pushing this bullshit mandate are not wearing their masks, are going out to dinner with 15 fucking people, are standing right next to each other, are spitting in each other's mouths. But then they look at us and they're like, well, you have to wear a mask. And if you're not going to wear it, you're childish. But like, you treat me like a child. And then you're like, why are you acting so fucking childish? If you won't do it, why the fuck should I? That's like the child logic in anything. When your parents tell you to do something that's hypocritical, you're like, well, you did that. And that's exactly what everyone's doing that doesn't want to wear the mask. They look at Nancy Pelosi and they're like, well, she didn't wear it when she was washing her hair. So why do I have to close down my entire business? And rightfully so. You don't think coronavirus is that fucking important that you can take yours off when you get your hair washed, but a hairdresser can't open her business. Like, that is such a double standard. And that tells me that like, they are so far removed. They do not care. They do not understand what it's like to be an American because there's this separation from like the government and the people. And that's what this has exposed. And it's not about people not wanting to conform and not wanting to have to put a piece of fabric over their face because that is so easy. It's about not believing the people that are telling you to do it. They have a lack of faith and reasoning behind it. So then they're not going to listen. And you can't expect them to when you won't listen. So it's like, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. And you're mad at people for like showing your hypocritical tendencies. And like, why? Just like wear the mask or don't wear the mask, but like be consistent if you want people to follow in what you're doing.
That's a great point. Like, honestly, like on a serious note, like a leader is the one that sets the example.
Exactly.
Right. So there's so many. Gavin Newsom, the California governor, had like a birthday party like a couple days ago. We had 15 people. They were all at the same thing. Whereas I know several people. There was a local like libertarian meetup. They're trying to get some new people that were interested in the party, and they were meeting them up at a local bar or whatever.
Yeah.
There was like 20 people showed up. And then the bar, it's like, no. You can only have 6 people to a table, but each table has to be 12 feet apart. And if you have more than 2 tables, your third table has to go outside so you don't talk to each other. I'm like, wait a second. On TV, everyone has seen, the governor of New York, the governor of California, all these people doing the complete opposite of what you just said. And so, yeah, how do you expect people to like actually do the thing? Like, if you're not leading, nobody's going to follow.
Exactly. And like year after year, we fucking elect them. Like, we need a fucking leader when they're not leading us. The fact that there are people starving, jobless, and Congress has set up their own Thanksgiving dinner, and Nancy has the audacity to look me in my dumb fucking face and tell me, well, it's well ventilated, so it's fine. How are you going to say my house isn't well ventilated, Nance? Like, get the fuck off somewhere. Also,
and we got to pay for that shit too, by the way.
And we had to pay for it. I was just about to say, how many fucking kids could we have fed with just like the cost of the tablecloths alone? Like, how much what could we have done? Like, all these saline bags we could have bought for like homeless people. And like, everyone's so fucking pissed off that there are people starving and we don't have money for healthcare and we don't have money for education, but you're more than happy to pay for a goddamn gala for the government. Why do you need to socialize? Go the fuck home. What are you doing? Go. It's the holidays. You're trying to like break bread with the Republicans. Go the fuck home to your house. Jesus Christ.
Amen. Oh my God.
Leadership like that.
You heard her, Nancy. Go home. Seriously. What are you doing?
Go home. Stay there. Retire, ho. Like, Jesus. I want to push her down some steps and like watch her body fold like paper. Remember when people retired? Like, that's the issue. The fact that coronavirus is so deadly and coronavirus attacks people who are older and have compromised immune systems, yet Congress is 78 years old, each of them. And none of them has fucking suffered, not even a second, not even missed a check. It's all the young people who have to support them, who are dying, who are on unemployment, who don't know how they're going to feed their dog tomorrow. And like, you're having a fucking gala. I hope you choke on it. I hope you fucking choke on it. And Kamala Harris saying that she's going to wake up and think of me every morning. Like, I've seen what your thoughts and prayers can do. Like, don't think of me unless you're thinking about making me a sandwich, okay? Because like, that shit is not helpful. That shit isn't helpful. It doesn't work. What are we talking about? That she's like, did you hear? Like, this is so off topic, but I'm mad about it. Did you hear that? Like,
I'm listening. I'm ready to go. We're on a roll.
Did you hear the funding for the transit position?
Yes. What is that?
What is that? What the fuck is that? You have the audacity in the middle of a pandemic to ask me for a dime? Also, how fucking childish is it that you're going to lose an election and then say, well, I'm not going to give you the keys, so fuck you. But then even if they do collect all that money, even if they do collect all that money, if Trump doesn't want to leave, what are they going to do? Fucking evict him? Do they want a police force strong enough to remove a sitting president of the United States? Like, what are they going to do? Like, what's the game plan right now? I have no faith in this government system, and it's just like a fucking joke. And that's why no one wants to wear these goddamn masks, because they look at you acting like fucking clowns, crowdfunding your presidency, and then you want to turn around and be like, I hope you're wearing your mask. I hope you have the keys to the White House. Jesus, you are not in person. You don't even live there. She doesn't even go to this school.
She doesn't. I could not have said that better myself. Oh my God. Donald Trump and Joe Biden, just please go home. You've heard her. There's no excuse for any of that behavior. Like, I just can't right now.
Go the fuck home. Like, I didn't vote for you. I did not vote for you hoe asses. Go the fuck home and take your bullshit roads with you.
We don't need roads where we're going. So like, yeah, I saw Joe Biden asking for money for his transition. What? I didn't even know what the hell it is. Anyways, but it doesn't surprise me because in his whole thing, what was it? A couple was before the election. He's like, the essential employees are keeping this going. And he said something about like his local like African American woman keeping the shelves stocked so he could go buy groceries. I'm like, what is the disconnect? What is wrong with you? And that's the thing. Like, what are you talking about?
If you don't stock Joe Biden's groceries, you ain't black. Okay?
You're gonna make that into a meme, please. Like, honestly, like I don't even know. When you said that, I'm like, do you hear yourself? Like, who's approving like your PR stuff? Like, honestly, you need to fire them like 10 times over.
He's just as bad as Trump, where I'm sure someone wrote something fucking eloquent for him. They used semicolons and everything. And then he was like, bitch, I forgot, but let's talk about toasters. Like, I forgot all that government shit, but you smelled some kids lately? They smell like L'Oreal, and that's interesting.
So interesting. Oh my God. I don't even know. All right. So let's get to innovative ways where we can still follow the rules that these crazy, hypocritical people have set for us and still have a good Thanksgiving. So we know we got to quarantine for 14 days. So they say, we know they're going to charge us $500 for every day we don't quarantine. We can only have 10 people at home. There is an exception for workers. You're allowed to cross state lines if you work across the border. And then you also have to wear a mask. So I was thinking, like, listen to this. All right. So you invite your family over. You want to have more than 10 people over. Hand out press credentials at the door. So technically they're freelance journalists covering the Thanksgiving for Grandma's scrapbook, right? So they were working. You can have as many. You know what I'm saying? Look, officer, I got the credentials. I'm here on the job. I'm taking notes. You see, like that idea? Like,
I was thinking like we just register our houses as restaurants, and then we can have as many people as we want as long as they wear masks in between tables. Or we set up a bunch of tables. And we have the guys inside and the girls outside. And then we just run it like speed dating. So everyone gets 15 minutes with grandma, and you just take your plate and we'll have like gravy stations all about. We'll sell tickets.
The ones that you smuggled on the plane, right? So I had a similar idea because if you have more than 10 people, right, you got to have that rotation, right? So like if grandma's outside for, 10 to 15 minutes, you can bring her in, switch them with one of the cousins or something like that. But you got to make sure grandma's not out there for more than 30 minutes. So then she gets hypothermia or frostbite, depending on where you live. So you want to keep that rotation going. So guys, I would recommend keeping like an Excel sheet or maybe like a checklist or something like, grandma, how long you been outside? All right, it's your turn to come in. You can come on in. It's like a bouncer at the club, right? So it's like you're in, you're out. Top, 10 capacity, right? You wait at the door, we'll let you in. I don't know you. If the cousin pissed you off or got you like a bad, birthday present or some shit like that, you're like, no. You stayed at the back of the line.
What if we just we register our cousins as emotional support people, and then they always have to be with us, and then after the 14 days or however long their visit is, we just get better from the COVID because we had our people, and human contact is super important as humans are social creatures. So, and that's protected by the ADA. So you can't even ask me why I have this person.
Oh, that is a whole other level right there. When you bring the ADA, nobody says anything. It's like, no. This is the ADA. This is under the ADA clause, so-and-so, so forth. And I don't know that law, so I'm going to leave before I get in trouble. Get my ass sued.
And people are animals. Look at our government system.
If you need any more proof, just look there. That's all you need to know.
It's a fucking safari. Goddamn. Look at Mitch McConnell's turtle ass.
And then you are not lying. Honestly, though, that is 100%. Turtle ass.
Hey, it's Franklin. Did you watch that show?
Oh yeah. I know exactly where you're going with that. Oh my god. Do you have any other ideas for keeping legal during Thanksgiving? Because I think I'm out, but I think those ideas are top notch. I think we're going to have no problems at all.
I think the most important thing to remember this Thanksgiving is you don't have to follow laws that are unconstitutional. So having a Thanksgiving, having a good time, enjoying your friends and family, celebrating after a very tough few months is your American right. And to not do that and to try to like comply in any way is un-American. Thanks for coming
Amen.
to my TED
I could not
Talk.
have said that better. Like, comment, subscribe. You know what I mean? It's just
next time you have to buy tickets.
That's right. This is not going to stay free for very long. Like, it's going to be, you want to get it on the ground level because this is this is only going up.
Yeah, drug dealer. First one's free, and then we get you addicted, and then like we start bumping up the prices.
Get them hooked. Just like, this episode, I think, is going to hook a lot of people. I don't think, demand's going to skyrocket, economics and all that shit. So get ready, guys. You're going to be hooked. Or you're already hooked by the time you've heard this.
If you made it this far, like, you might as well stay in.
And that leads into our next episode that we're working on, which is the drug war. So now that you've been addicted and hooked, we're talking about the drug war for the next episode. We're still editing that one, so we're going to record that.
That is how you
right?
Holy shit.
I took it.
Add that to your fucking resume. Professional segwayer. Say it again for the people that missed it.
That's all I do. That is all I do is segue. All right. I think we just wanted to do a quick episode and wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. Spend some time with your families. You guys earned it. Don't let all this crazy COVID get in your way. And that's all I got for you guys.
Yeah, guys, have a good holiday. Stay safe. Wear your fucking masks. We'll see you next week.
All right. Next week.